I want everybody to hear this now. This lovely couple has ordered $137
which we order all the time, food all
for
the
the
time.
45 minutes they've been here, and they are refusing to pay.
My wife ordered the pork chops that were cooked too hard.
We said we didn't get the pork chops that is on there. Call the police up here.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We never said we wouldn't get her. Oh, our money's gone.
I want everybody to hear
My husband is a disabled veteran. He works a job as well. We got plenty of money. We're not refusing to pay.
So, listen.
We said we are refusing to pay for the pork chops we never got.
This is what I want from y'all.
Uh-huh.
I will not be bullied in my own restaurant.
Bullied?
For somebody to come in here.
You
and
bullying
want
no
free food
customer.
of any kind.
Free food.
So this is what I want from y'all. I want y'all to walk out the door and don't ever come in this restaurant again.
Oh, we won't. We wasn't planning on
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
We're just asking what we did not get to be taken off the bill. That's all.
Bill, but the pork chops we didn't receive. That's what I was asking you to take off. Just like anything else that you don't receive, you wouldn't pay for, right?
When they were fried
They brought them
hard.
out.
When she brought them out, they were fried hard. She said, "Do you want something else in the place?" He said, "Well, yeah, give her the steak." And she took the pork chops back, and that's all we're asking for.
I'm not.
What you do? Here, this guy has been harassing my family here.
It's a business. It's a business. It's a business. What kind of music you want? You want some other
This guy has been harassing my family.
Yeah.
Here.
I'm gonna have no problem. And you stay out of it. You stay out of it. What you talking about?
He's racist.
I'm gonna sit here until this is gone.
Well, then step over there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, keep on drinking.
Racist guy.
I'm taking care of it. Step away.
Racist harassing my family's restaurant here, Antonio Taco. We're having a taquiza, trying to get some business into our restaurant, and he's been trying to shut us down, harassing us, harassing my boyfriend, harassing my family.
I'm coming to your place of business. Dude, what? Why you want that? When you got a business, you ain't got no business. Thank God. Thank God.
So unnecessary.
Music. You sound stupid. Dude, you cannot destroy.
You do sound.
So we're here with an update, y'all. So L'Oreal sold the Black founded hair care, Carol's daughter, to investor Joe Wong. Okay. And then Joe Wong probably reached out to Lisa and be like, "Hey, check me out. Okay. I got this. How about you stand in the front so we can really make some money?" This is what they all do. Google, I got a bone to pick with y'all too, because this was very deceptive as well. When you look it up, it says that, yeah, they're going back to independent ownership. Don't say no names about no Joe nothing. Then when you come down here, it says it's returning to being a completely Black owned and independently run operation, which is definitely not the truth. I don't know. If you ask me, Joe Wong looked like he might be cousins with Eben and them. Shout out to everyone that was in the comments. Not y'all doing research. Y'all make me so proud. So the list will not be updated, y'all. Carol's daughter is still not 100% Black owned. Damn!
So today we had a new girl start, and she came back here and she introduced herself to me. She's like, "Hey, it's okay, how you doing?" What the fuck is it? Anyways, so she's like, "Oh my gosh, your hair looks so good. Who did the installation? I want to book with them. It looks amazing." I'm like, "Thank you, but this is my hair actually." So she's like, "What?" So, but her face gave it your line. So my hair was clipped back at the time in a ponytail. So she pulls out her phone, cuts on her flashlight, and puts her flashlight in my scalp and starts putting her fingers in my scalp, trying to find tracks or whatever. So I swatted her away, and I was like, "Bitch, have you lost your fucking mind? I don't know you from a can of paint, and you putting your fingers in my hair and in my scalp. You're crazy." And she's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I just never seen a Black girl with white girl hair." I said, "No, you've never seen a Black girl with Black girl hair, because what is this narrative that Black girls can't have long hair?" Hold that thought. I'm about to flex on you real quick. Thank you. What the fuck is he saying? Hell is he talking about? Like, girl, you really lost your mind. No, I'm sick of this narrative that Black girls can't have long hair. Like, ain't nothing wrong. It ain't a thing to it, baby. What is he talking about? It just really rubbed me the wrong way. And I was just like, don't ever say that again. And I really just wanted to say, don't ever talk to me again. But that wouldn't get my point across. Dead the narrative that Black girls can't have long hair, because yes, we can. Do y'all not know where we come from? The roots? Babe, white people are not the only people that can grow long hair.
Have y'all heard about them people who applied for those jobs on Indeed, showed up to the interview, and went missing? It kind of makes me think of this interview that my daughter literally just went on last week. So my daughter shows up to the interview, and as she suspects, the place is janky on the outside and janky on the inside. She said when he went to the back, she had a moment to think, and left. Now, this is not to say that that job was not a legitimate job, but I'm the type of person, like, if it looks like bullshit and feels like bullshit, it's probably some bullshit.
So I'm just gonna add my 2 cents here. I didn't find a news story about this, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen. I also haven't seen news stories about other Indeed scams. This reminds me of a job that I interviewed for that said that it was like in Silicon Beach. But when it came time for me to interview with them in person, they sent me an address of somebody's home address in Venice. This is no shade to people who live in Venice, but it really is like a high crime area. All of LA is, but Venice. When I started asking questions, they got like irritated. And I was like, I thought you said this was an in-office position. They're like, yeah, the office is our home office. So I was like, you want me to work from home, but from your home? And then it was like email marketing, type, send. So I just want to echo that whether it's a money scam, a beat your ass and take your money scam, or a trafficking scam, please use discernment when it comes to job interviews. As the world becomes more desperate, bad people will continue to find ways to take advantage of that. Please be careful.
All right, so to the black woman out there, I want to specifically just point this one out and make sure to leave this one for the last video because I feel like it was very much important. This is why you need to give your location. If you have a Apple iPhone, it's great to allow your family and friends to know what your location is, where you are going to be if you are supposed to have this type of business meeting, any loved ones or anything like that. Maybe you might need to just post it just to social media, just so, you know, people be able to track something. They would know some type of, you know, awareness, whereabouts or anything of that nature. Because again, looking at how things go, primarily you have things like this happen to black women, and black women have to find a method and a way in order to manage a lot of these situations, because you got a lot of people out here that will try to, you know, set you up. You got men out here that'll do it, you have women out here that'll do it, you got both parties that will literally play this game in order to, you know, get whatever end result it is, just like the things that you know, the woman listed there. So, you know, if you have at any point in time, it might be just a what if, but if you have an inkling that you're going to one of these interviews and the outside looks terrible, the inside looks, it's time to go. It's time to go. Let them know you got to go repair a dryer. You got to put some drywall up, like whatever you got to do to get out of that situation. Even if you got to fake like you talking to, you know, your husband or some other male relative or whatnot or whatever on the phone, or maybe you got to fake an argument on the phone, you know, or you got to fake like, hey, the kid just went to the hospital, yada. Whatever you got to do to get out of the situation, make sure that you are going to be there. You do that. That's it. That is what you do. And this also goes into another example of the types of details, the lessons and the things that we have to always worry about, you know, when it deals with our family, community, especially when it deals with our kids. Like she said, she had a daughter that was going to a interview, and she said that it was, you know, sketchy, and, you know, she had to dip out. It was like, hey, this ain't it. Right. So again, you got to have these conversations. You have to have these conversations. And I get what some people say that, you know, you don't really want to think about these things because you don't want to put any type of, you know, negativity out there. A lot of negative stuff is attracted to the utmost positive things. So, you know, you got to make people aware. You can't be afraid of a quote unquote unknown, because that unknown can just sneak up on you, and it got you because, you know, you weren't paying attention. You weren't properly educated. You wanted to ignore it. You wanted to think that if you brought it up, then it would happen. Right. So again, you know, I figure it to the point of sort of kind of like Batman, where he might not be able to win every single battle, but he's at least prepared 80 to 90+% of the time. And that's how, you know, you should have a lot of people out here moving. At least try to be prepared for, you know, 80 or 90% of the time, or at least have some type of contingency plan or a what if plan. Right. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I listed in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.